Hello and thanks for joining me for another Somerset Real Ale review. Today's beer, even though it's raining, but I want something to sort of refresh me really today, so I've got from the Samuel Smith's Brewery. It's their Pale Ale. Not had this one before. I'll try and get you the label in there so you can sort of see. And pause it, if it will focus nicely. Hopefully you've got that. Yeah, so it's a old brewery pale ale, brewed at the old brewery Tadcaster, established 1758, product of Britain. 550ml bottle, 5% ABV. I really like these bottles, brown 550ml bottle. 550ml is just, I think it's just over a pint, so you got, you know, a bit more in there for reviewing and that. Anyway, let's get it open. I like the tops on these bottles, it's just a gold, like a wine bottle styly type thing. Let's get it in the glass. And the last beer I had from this brewery was absolutely outstanding. Their India Pale Ale. I really like that beer. And this, whoa! Well, for a pale ale, that's incredibly orange. That is just pure amber orange. Nice bit of carbonation. Not loads, but enough carbonation in there. Going from the base. One finger, sort of cream coloured head. Lacing wise, yeah, it's not really sticking to the side, but I think that shows. Anyway, enough of that. Let's get the nose in. Wow, no, this smells very, very similar to the India Pale Ale. Not quite as strong. It's very fragrant and getting a nice orange on there. Flesh, ripe, juicy orange. It is very floral. Getting a sort of slight stickiness as well in there, like a syrup maybe. Getting there's the zest as well now, lemon zest. So no, not lemon zest. I still say it's orange. Very, very orange based, this drink. Not getting any malt on it really. There's a slight bit. I think I would have got it by now if I was going to get it. Anyway, cheers. It's kind of got a Belgian yeasty quality to this beer. There's a massive amount of carbonation. It's quite bitter. It's quite interesting. Very refreshing. There's a lot going on in this beer. It's a really complicated beer. I hope the rain's not too loud. I hope you can hear me. Pardon me. Let's read. There's no real full rounded flavour and aftertaste. It's just got what food it will go with. There's not really a lot of information about the actual beer on here. It's just mainly to do with the brewery. I'm not going to read that out because you can watch my other video if you want to know about the brewery. But there's nothing really to do with this actual beer. It just says, best barley malt, yeast and aromatic hops fermented in stone Yorkshire squares to create a full rounded flavour and aftertaste. Which it does, but there's nothing. It just lets you make your own mind up, I think. It's not bottle conditioning. I'm going to fire the rest in. No conditioning in there. It's a very nice beer. I think it could do a bit in a little bit cooler. I've got it in room temperature. I think you could do it being a bit cooler. This, I've just realised that there's no brewery to read out on this. No website to read out on this bottle. I think the brewery I don't know why they didn't put it on there. They have got a website. Somebody on my last review, thank you very much. I do forget who it was. Sorry. But my last review of the Samuel Smith's beers, the IPA, somebody mentioned that they do have a website, and I looked on it, so that they do have a website. I think it's something like www.samuelsmithsbrewery.co.uk or something along those lines. Google it, you'll find it, I'm sure. Anyway, let's get back to this beer. You're getting that sort of nice rush of carbonation at the start. I just realised I haven't even given the taste notes yet. Nice rush of carbonation at the start, forcing a nice sort of malty, orangey flavour into my tongue straight away. And it's just followed off by a lovely bitter sweet aftertaste. But the bitter sweet is very, very balanced in the aftertaste. As I'm speaking, I'm getting blasts of bitter and blasts of sweet into at times. It's very strange. They're very nice. Let's say there's that very, very slight flavour of sort of Belgian yeast in there as well. I do prefer the IPA to this one, but I really do enjoy this beer, and I'd love to. I'd buy it again. I'd definitely buy that again, and I'd love to drink it on cask in a pub. I know I usually say that with every beer, but it's just a beer can taste so much different in the pub than it is in the bottle. It has got a bit of slight. It's a little bit too carbonated for me. That I think because it's not a bottle condition. I think it. Yeah, it says it contains carbon dioxide. 11 degrees. No, it is the right temperature. Yeah, it's got carbon dioxide, so it is a bit gassy, but. Oh me. Like a cola would be, or a lemonade. But the actual flavour of the beer is very good. I think, for me, that's like I say, it's not as good as the India Pale Ale. I think for me, that's going to get a good 7 out of 10. Yeah, I'd like to try it again, but I wouldn't be in as much of a rush to buy it as I would the India Pale Ale from them, which is fantastic. Anyway. 7 out of 10 for the Samuel Smith's Old Brewery Pale Ale. Thanks ever so much for watching. Love to see your comments in the comments box, and I will always answer to your comments. And I'll hopefully catch you on the next review. Cheers!